Own a gun? Have vision problems? Welcome to Lock and Load Podcast. My name is Josh.
And I'm Michelle.
And we're here to talk to you about Connecticut 2A issues. Today, our special guest is from the Eyeglass Place in Ellington, Connecticut, Karen Pizzotola. Hopefully I said that correct the third time. She's going to talk to you. Well, why don't you give a little intro about yourself and your business first?
Sure. As I said, I'm Karen Pizzotola. I'm a licensed optician, and I've been in this field. I kind of choke on this over 50 years. And I own the store with my daughter, Laura. She's done this over 20 years. And she's a shooter as well. And I did own previously the Newington location, but I have since sold that last November. And we're just focusing on Ellington right now.
Okay. And so obviously you went to school to be an optician. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
I was looking up.
I always go, it's like ophthalmologist, optician. Okay.
It's a lot of O words.
Yes. So an optician, and you now also specialize in shooting glasses for people with firearms. Now, is that because you, as a shooter yourself, or is that because you realized there was a void that needed to be addressed? Like, why did you get into that aspect?
Well, I started shooting a little over 20 years ago. A friend of mine taught, and his wife was going to take classes. So I'm like, oh, that'll be fun. So I did that. And it was one of those things I liked it because I was good at it. And I think I was good at it because I liked it.
Okay.
Yep, they do. They go hand in hand.
Yeah. So I'm a bullseye shooter. I started right out at expert level, got into master, and
That's
just
not
started
easy.
I enjoyed the mental part of it.
Okay.
More so than anything. So I really studied that a lot to see what made people go from an average shooter, because people seem to stop at a certain level. And what was it about others that pushed them forward? And it was really, I felt the mental game. So I really enjoyed that very much. Started getting a little bit into high master, but then we opened the other store in Ellington. It just got to be too much.
So how does your professional aspect and then gun ownership, how do we combine that? Or how do you combine that in the store?
Well, I combine it. Like I said, when I started shooting, I have a red dot, I do bullseye, I have progressives, and I don't have astigmatism. So I had no problem, didn't realize the various problems that people can have when they shoot until they started asking me questions. And it happened a lot. Like people are saying, like, I have progressives and I have iron sights, and I'm having trouble.
This in your shop, or is this while you were shooting?
While I was shooting.
Oh.
And, yeah. So they're saying I have iron sights, and I'm having trouble seeing that with the progressive. Or I shoot clays and the edges aren't clear. I have progressives with that. When I'm looking through the red dot, I'm getting various effects, comets, triple dots. So I started pondering that quite a bit. And so I decided to start watching people when they shoot and see how they were holding, what part of the lens they were looking out of, what the various uses are. Like with bullseye, the whole point is to stay straight. If you're doing clays or cowboy shooting or IDPA plates, you're moving. So your eyes are doing different things. So knowing the products as I do and the limitations of the products, I started to look into that more to see how their everyday glasses would interrupt in the success of their shooting experience. And through a lot of trial and error and making changes and tweaks and asking people, trying something, doing feedback, asking them what worked, what didn't work, I was able to develop a system that's worked very well.
So you're kind of like awesome. The only, I don't know, I'm sure there's a lot of opticians. Right, there we go.
Out there, hard time with that the whole time. I'm sorry.
I've only ever seen like your stuff like integrated with like the gun community, specifically like CCDL on the bottom of their email. One of the sponsors on there. You are one of the sponsors on there. So clients, I guess it's probably a better term than customers, right? Customers.
Yeah, they have clients.
Right? Yeah. Different words. Clients can bring in their unloaded on. And while you're doing, I'm assuming like the normal, like I have glasses, right? So like the big chair thing with and then like number 1, number 2, is that how that goes?
Like, 3. I start out with a prescription, like the optometrist. The other 2 O's have to do that. They start with the eye exam, and then I make arrangements and adjustments from there. Okay. That's where I start based on whatever types of shooting that they're doing. We address those issues that go with those different types of shooting.
Okay. Like normal everyday shooters too, not like competition shooting, like iron sights or like a factory red dot or something, like those kind of adjustments too. So it's not just the the competition shooters out there.
Anybody that likes shooting, that enjoys it and has limitations. You
Okay.
know, so, I see that when I do women's events, people come over and talk to me after they've shot and they said, thank God I saw you, because now I thought I was just bad at this and I wasn't going to be able to do it. And now I know I can. As long as if you can see,
Well,
it's
and it
just
is
your
frustrating.
glasses, it's
Yeah.
not you.
Like for me, I know when years ago, before I had glasses, because I didn't need glasses till I was 47.
That must have been nice. 3rd grade over here.
That's my husband and my kid. And I own it now.
Yeah.
But like I used to be dead on, fantastic. I could do plate shoots like there was no tomorrow. And I've noticed, I do need to come see you, because I have noticed when I shoot now, and I thought it was just the progressives, but now talking to you, the astigmatism is probably causing me more problems, but I don't shoot like I used to. And it's frustrating because, again, I'm an instructor. I always shot, I did competitions. I've done long range, all that kind of stuff. And I thought, well, I know all the fundamentals. Why am I having such a hard time? And I keep talking to my husband, one of these days you will see me. Cause I'm guessing, and like, I didn't even know prior to meeting you, I didn't even know there was such a thing, because it's not widely advertised that, you can get these prescriptions for shooting. And
I've been to different eye doctors over the years. It's not something you talk about either.
Right.
It's just like, I don't advertise what I do for work unless
you have to.
I have to or something. There's a stigma, I guess, with that, right? Gun store owner, instructor, and that kind of stuff. I used to go to Walmart actually for glasses for a little bit.
You're not going to say, I can't shoot my gun. I can't see.
I love that.
So I don't go there anymore. I end up going to where the wife goes now. But still, same thing. It's not like I'm like, hey, yeah. So when I'm aiming at anything more than like 30 feet, it kind of sucks. Now I'm trying to hit bullseye. So I'm pretty confident like I'm going to hit the person. Like that's not an issue. But like but I don't run red dots. So I have astigmatism. I know I have astigmatism. And so mine, I think there's different types of that, if I'm correct here. Like I see a starburst, like it's like exploding, right? And you were mentioning like there's like you kind of see it like 3 times or something, and then there's different ones.
Yeah, there's all different effects. And when you have light and lenses, there's a lot of things that happen with that. Like you've got a couple lenses in your eye, you've got the one in your glasses, and then you've got a couple in the scope.
Yep.
And then there's light in between all of them playing tricks. And more people have astigmatism than don't have it. So it's extremely common.
Yeah.
Not everybody has a hard time with the dot, though, with astigmatism. But
So I was saying
I only
this.
have it in one eye, which
mine come and gone in one eye.
So I was saying this before the pre-podcast, where you definitely want to be a fly on the wall. EOTech, so a big optic company for rifles, especially. They do make like the pistol ones now. They actually have like a warning in their owner's manual because most of them are like a circle and a dot in the middle, whatever the MOA level is. And it says like, if it's fuzzy, it's not the optic being broken. It's because you have astigmatism and maybe you're never diagnosed with that, because people have like 20/20 vision and they don't know, right? They've never gone to an eye doctor because like they see everything fine. And I think that's really cool because I get to mess around with people in the store and I'm like, oh, how does that look? Does it look like, I'll draw like a little picture too. I'm like, does it look like this or this? And they're like that. And I'm like, you have astigmatism. They're like, what? You do? You should go see a doctor.
I went to school for that.
Yeah.
So if people complain about that too, I tell them first, give the dot to somebody else.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
have
do make
them-
sure it's not
'cause
broken.
They'll think it's the dot
Yep.
right away.
I had
And
somebody
they
message me last
if
week
they're
about
not
it.
seeing the same thing as you are. But if you have astigmatism, you still need glasses, because all that means is that either the front of the eye or the internal part of the eye isn't perfectly round. Like if you cut a basketball in half,
Yeah.
you have the same curve all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
So that prescription is all the way through the lens. When you have astigmatism, it's more like cutting a football in half. You have a long flat curve and a short sharp curve, and then an axis as to where those 2 curves need to be on the eye. So when you don't have that astigmatism correction corrected, not all those light rays are coming to focus in the back of the eye. So you're not seeing as clearly as you could be and should be.
I feel like I think I need to go see her now.
I'm telling you, yes.
I mean, I got a new prescription. You know what? We're going to talk after this. I know when I'm supposed to go to that other place. I think it's coming up, actually.
I got to send my daughter to her too.
I
Not
do-
necessarily for shooting glasses.
Well, here's a question. Do you guys take like normal, like the insurance and stuff?
Yeah, most
Okay.
of them. I have a doctor that comes in part-time. He works in a couple other places.
Okay.
So he comes in and does eye exams, and he's very familiar with all my shooting clients too. So we put big notes on everything. So don't dilate this person because I'm not going to be able to work with them later.
Could I, and you could say yes or no to this, I have no idea, I'm asking. Could somebody bring you a prescription
It
and then
happens all the time.
kind of like go and fix the other issues?
More people bring outside prescriptions than see the doctor.
Okay.
Yeah, because then they have to wait, for availability, because my doctor's only there a couple times a week.
Gotcha. Okay.
And do you have, again, just for people to know, do you have a wide variety of frames or a limited? Because some stores, some eye doctors only have a limited selection. So that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, because most eye doctors, like their main focus is the eye exam. They're
Correct.
a medical practice, so they'll have a little optical for convenience for people who want to stay and shop all in one place. We're kind of the opposite. We're mainly an eyeglass shop with the convenience of the doctor, so you can stay in one place if you choose to stay there. And he's wonderful. He's been with me in both stores
Got
for
Oakley's?
years. We have Oakley. We have Wiley X. I
don't know. I changed these a while ago and I liked them. So
Yeah, I have Wiley X too, which is a veteran started company. On Guard is very popular with people who do steel and plates.
Yep.
Because that jacketed ammo, get cut pretty easily. And then we have Rangers for clay shooters. The lenses are interchangeable, so I can change one lens so they can do iron sight handgun, take that lens out, swap it, and then the clays, put the other lens in, and then they can use the same frame.
You're talking about kind of like safety glasses at this point, right?
The
or like normal
frames
glasses
that we have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on top of doing normal glasses and everything and fixing that issue, you also just make custom like safety glasses for the range?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe not custom. I don't know if that's the right word, but okay.
It is custom.
Yeah.
Sunglasses too?
Yep.
Like the prescription one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Full
Good to know.
service optical. Yeah.
I have my I have my prescription ones that I liked.
Yep.
They were also Oakley.
Yeah.
Couldn't go through Oakley's website when I ordered them though. I had to go through like some other website but they were still Oakley frames. Very annoying.
Yeah, I gotcha.
No, that's cool. No, I definitely, because my daughter is going to be looking, but she's very particular in what she wants for frames. That's where we get sticky.
Ton of frames.
Okay.
My daughter has a purchasing problem. She loves hi Laura. She loves to buy this will be so pretty on this one, so great on that. Yeah. So we have a lot to choose from.
A lot of inventory.
That's like me with Kydex.
Yeah.
I go to shop and I'm buying one kind and I'm like, oh, that one's nice. I'll buy that one too. My husband's like, what do you do? I do
that with guns here.
Yes. I guess we all do it.
I've gotten better with it.
So out of curiosity, so when you make glasses for somebody, so a customer comes in or a client comes in and they're talking to you about, this is hard and this, that, and the other. Do they ever come back to you and go, oh my God, thank you?
Yeah. Yeah. We just got a thank you card the other day, or they'll bake us something, or they'll bring in their targets, or,
So she doesn't need security at the store. She just puts targets all around the building. Good old duct tape on them. Like, yeah, come on in.
Well, I know a lot of people that have gone to see you and all they do is give glowing reviews. So,
nice.
and especially even like with me, with the holsters, we get to talking all the time when my customers come in and I'm like, if you need new glasses, this is who you, and I'm always writing it down. So now I have some business cards, which will be great because it is a niche that you can't walk into Walmart. You can't walk into, Costco. You can't walk into Joe Schmo's.
They're going to look at you like you have 12 heads. Like you're insane.
And you go, well, I'm having a hard time shooting my gun. They're going to go,
got it on you?
No, there's no gun here. You can't have guns.
Well, I really enjoy it because I love the shooting community anyway. They're just wonderful, wonderful people. I love having somebody come see, instead of, I have to get glasses. I have to get glasses. And they're all excited and everybody's different. Like what works for this person won't work for that person. So I get to talk to them about the issues that they're having and match it up with the best products. And then I get so excited when they come pick it up and they're like game changer. Like shooting it's very much like golf. It's a big mental game, a big placebo effect thing too. Mm-hmm. And it's a sport of vision. So,
and if you're not hitting, it's very discouraging too. It's.
Do you help with golf as well?
I
feel like it's like clay shooting, right? It's a tiny, like I play golf and I'm not trying to shoot the ball. That'd be fun. That'd be interesting.
I have various color lenses that work for different sports, therapeutics lenses, different colors. I have helped some people with golf. It's a really different type of solution though, because you really need the up close for the scoring. You need the far away for where the ball go and where's the hole, and you're looking down. So when you need progressives, it's a whole other ball game. I've worked with pool shooters.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that's what I was going to say. You probably do with a lot of different sports, not just the shooting aspect. Now, did you work with the sports before the shooting, or did the shooting and then the sports came in because you went up?
Yeah, that it kind of morphed into that. You know, some people are shooting pool, they're looking over their glasses. So those rangers that I have that raise and lower can get the frame up so that they can see the table.
Oh, how cool. That's really
that
neat.
works well. I've helped people
So
with
my wife
muskets,
plays
fencing.
pool. Maybe put some flyers at like pool halls. Because like they do like APA, I think.
Yeah. Yes, APA.
That's what she plays in.
It's either UPA or APA.
Yeah. Or, I mean, like Southington has a pool hall, right? That's where she plays. And I mean, they're all over the place though. And there's a lot of people I've seen like go. And I'm like, okay. I don't have that problem. So
do you have a flyer you can send him an email with that he can print out flyers?
I do. It's the flyer I have is for gun shooting, though. I could make one for pool, but
just sports in general.
Yeah.
Just I do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, that would help.
I mean,
for sure.
I didn't know that about pool, right? I don't know if she does either.
Most people don't know about guns. They don't know that if you get shooting glasses. Now, granted, if you're carrying that gun, it's a whole different ball game if you needed it for self-defense. But a lot of us get into shooting sports. That's a competition. If you can have the glasses at work, it gives you're back in the playing field.
And you can build your muscle memory, just practice. Because in all honesty, if you ever, God forbid, find yourself in a situation, your adrenaline's going to hit sky high. Both eyes are going to pop open. So all that one eye training is going to go out the window. And all you're going to have to rely on is your muscle memory.
Absolutely.
So yes, they can help you in a situation like that by practicing well.
And it's fun.
I don't know if you can give an answer to this. What is like the cost of like regular shooting glasses go for, like prescription ones?
It's all over the place, starting at like $275 for the one that I recommend for IDPA and play in defense shooting that has the side shields. And that's with a polycarbonate lens.
It's going to protect against the casings and everything.
Yeah. Polycarbonate lens, built-in clear side shield, so you don't have to mess around with those. So you get the side protection. Has an extra little thing at the top too to keep the brass from coming down.
Cool.
So that's good. The Rangers, I try and keep the pricing the same as what they recommend. So those frames are $199 for most of them.
Right.
You know, and the Wileys, I have to keep their pricing too, as well as Oakley.
Right.
I'm sure she has
some
like
of the
map.
Oakley. They have the licensing
like a map
agreements.
licensing stuff. That's what guns do too, right? You have like minimum advertised pricing is what like, or
and
like
then it's just going to depend on
and then like
what your prescription is, because some lenses are more expensive than others.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We try and keep that relatively fair too.
Okay. Now, do you do all that in-house?
Some I can do in-house. Some I have to send out. Like the On Guards and the Wileys need to have, since they're 7 safety, which is the next level up, and some are ballistic, they have to have a little etching on the upper temporal side of the lens to say that they're safety.
Okay.
And the Rangers have to be notched.
Okay.
So it's much better to send them out. Yeah. There's a lot of other ones we can do in-house.
And how long does it take? Like, say I walked into your shop tomorrow, into your store tomorrow, and we went through everything. We had our appointment. How long does it take for the glasses to be completed for pickup? About average?
Yeah, I would say the average is a week and a half.
That's phenomenal.
Depending what,
most places, I think.
But no, that's good.
Because they have to order the frames. For the safety ones, they have to order the frames and then they start the lenses. And that's usually the most times. We check their website to see what's going on, and they're still waiting for the frame to come from the manufacturer. Rangers are quicker. I've gotten them as little as 3 days.
Now, if somebody wanted glasses, just normal like frames like I have, but we wanted you to make them so that they worked for shooting. I'm not saying that would be, I'm just asking if it's possible. Do you do that also, where you just buy frames and then you just make them so that they can put them aside? They're not anything fancy. They're just what they use.
Yeah, especially for bullseye shooting.
Okay.
Because there's, we're mostly doing 22s.
Right.
Some 5s as well, but the safety feature isn't as bad as long as you have eye protection. That's all most ranges require.
Okay.
So, and then you've got the dividers usually in between, so you don't have to worry too much about somebody getting you.
So there's options.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
So you are at 175 West Road, Site 16 in Ellington.
Yeah, Suite 16. Yeah.
Suite 16. Yeah.
We're
sweet.
right on the Vernon side of Ellington. So we're not on
Okay.
the
Oh.
further upper side. We're 4 miles from the highway from 84.
That's
Not bad.
easy then.
Yeah, it is easy. People say
Yeah.
Ellington. It's
Yeah.
really not. No, it's very close.
What are you, about half an hour, maybe 35 minutes from
here.
Southington?
Yeah, it took me
Because it's
Getting
35
through
to-
Hartford traffic, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on when you go. I mean, if you're
Yeah.
going to go during rush hour.
That's
Yeah,
Hartford.
we're not far from like the Rockville range. I don't know if you're familiar with
Okay.
that. We're maybe
Yeah.
10 minutes from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Phone number 860-454-4841. What are your hours?
We're closed Sunday, Monday,
Okay.
family and,
Mhm.
and then we're here Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 to 5, Thursday, 9 to 6, and Saturday, 10 to 2.
Okay.
Nice.
Everything like on a website, Google.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
stuff
we're
like
redoing our website right now. So we're going to have a few more little tidbits on there. But yeah. we
What
do
is your
have-
website? What is it?
It's Eyeglass Place -NGTN. Yeah, there were originally 7 eyeglass places back in the 70s. The one I had in Newington I bought from a friend of mine. So there's still 3 other original eyeglass places. So
Okay.
there's, West Hartford, Newington, and Glastonbury. We're not affiliated with those 3. So you do specifically have to look up the Eyeglass Place of Ellington.
Now, if they looked up, say they were Googling your name with the Eyeglass Place, it'll pop up Ellington, right?
I heard from somebody down in Greenwich that they looked up shooting glasses and my name was the only one that came up. I
Okay.
just had a customer from Arkansas. So it's out there somewhere.
Wow.
Yeah, I had to do long distance shooting glasses.
How did you
Sale,
do
that was
that?
a little unusual, but yeah, we managed.
Oh my
There's
goodness.
a will, there's a way. We did it.
That's awesome. That is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I found shooting glasses. I typed in shooting glasses CT. You were the second one that wasn't sponsored.
Ah,
So there was a sponsor. There's always sponsored ads,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
But
sure.
shooting glasses also
Yeah.
is a very broad, they have, because they're prescription shooting
Yeah.
glasses versus if you just say shooting glasses, you can get them almost in any store.
Yeah.
So you're looking for prescription, which is where the glitch is for most people. They don't realize they can. Like I've actually seen people with the regular glasses and then they put safety glasses over top.
Yeah.
And I get it. But me personally, that's too much.
It is too much, and you get reflection in there. It's a distraction.
Yes.
I was just looking at your website. Can you get contact lenses that help all these issues too? I mean, obviously not the safety shooting glasses part that we're
Right.
talking
Yeah,
about,
you'd
but like,
still have to wear
Yeah.
glasses over them anyway. But
like that
for
fix like the
protection.
astigmatism and or not fix, but like help that, and it's a little bit more difficult.
I cannot say that the contacts would necessarily help with the dot or
Okay.
the astigmatism. Because when you blink, the contact lenses are weighted.
Okay.
So when you blink, there's a little bit of this going on, a little bit of rotation.
Yeah,
and if your eyes dry up, that messes with the dot as well.
Well, I've heard contacts
So-
in general are, they now make some for astigmatism,
Oh, yeah.
but I've heard they've never been as good as glasses. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what,
In a lot
Yeah.
of cases.
okay.
I don't want to poke my eye anyways, so it's just a thought.
You could get them with like, cat's eyes or wolf eyes.
I don't want to touch my eyeball.
It's not that
Yeah.
bad. I used to do it years ago when I had all my optic issues.
Mm-hmm.
When you think that men don't usually touch their eyes unless they're
Yeah.
washing their face or they get something in their eye,
Yeah.
they don't touch it. We touch our eyes all the time.
And with
So
makeup
we're
and everything.
It's to the,
Yeah, see, there
the
you go.
feeling.
Yeah, well, it is. You pull your eyelashes
not
down,
getting-
you're sitting, you're messing
Yeah.
with things. So
No. I'm good. I'll pass.
if you practice putting mascara on, it'll desensitize
Oh,
you.
look at
Okay,
that.
I'm sure
See?
that'll go
Oh,
over well.
Well,
I'm
It is
desensitized.
2025, so whatever. All right, anything else?
I don't think I have anything. Do you have anything else you want to add?
I don't think so, other than thanking you guys tremendously. This was
Yeah.
really a lot of fun. I really appreciate your time.
No,
Thanks
this
for
is
coming on.
awesome.
Great. And
This is
thank you.
This is awesome.
I absolutely love helping people enjoy their sport again. So I'm very passionate about people finding out and
Well, I
coming
remember
out.
you saying
I
that.
love that. I
I've-
love it.
I've known you for what now? Almost 8 years
Yeah,
or
it's been a long
so.
time.
And I remember when I first met you, you were
Yeah.
setting up a table next to me.
Mhm.
And I was like, so what do you do? And you told me, and I was like, they do that? I had no idea.
I still will. I that's another thing I probably should add. I'm more than happy. In fact, I look forward to if people are doing any shooting events, I'll bring a table, I'll bring lenses, I'll bring the colors and the different things and answer questions.
That's
We
good.
just went down the southern part of the state, way over by New York, and my daughter and I spent a day selling glasses down there. It was people, it took them 2 hours, 2.5 hours to get up to us. So we
Oh,
said, if you
wow.
get enough people, we'll come down there. And we did it down there in their range. So it was
Yeah.
great. I'll be happy to any functions at all. If I
Yeah.
can sell there or not sell there. That's the only function we've ever sold to. I usually just tell people how I can help.
Yeah.
No, that's
Hand out cards.
awesome.
Very
So,
cool.
have them give me a call. If I don't have anything planned that day, I'm more than happy to go.
Well, and I'll let you know, because if I ever hear of anything going on around here or whatever, I will definitely
Sure.
keep you in the loop.
Yeah, and I always do a raffle. I said I'll do a raffle item. If you have raffles at these functions, which most people do,
Yeah.
very happy to donate.
Awesome.
Sounds good. All right. So the Eyeglass Place, Ellington, Connecticut, Karen Pizzotola.
Yeah,
I got that right? Thank you for coming on.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
My name's Josh,
I'm Michelle.
and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Lock and Load Podcast is sponsored by Lock and Load Firearms, Connecticut's #1 rated gun store and pistol permit class on Google. Come check us out, 1573 Meriden Waterbury Turnpike in Southington. Lock and Load Firearms.
Lock and Load Podcast is also sponsored by Patriot Wear Holsters, custom-made Kydex holsters locally made in Waterbury, Connecticut. www.patriotwearholster.com and use code LNL Podcast for 10% off your purchase. Orders available for shipping or pickup at various locations.